days away from the start of the NFL season. Training camp for the Houston Texans kicking off later in the week. Gonna lather up with my SPF 100. Get out there. Take notes in my handy-dandy notebook. I'm gonna track statistics for guys throwing in shorts against people that aren't actually rushing after them and people covering other guys in shorts. Hell yeah. I can't wait. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm actually truly excited for this.
I need a Case Keenum was 4 for 6 with the this morning.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep the most arbitrary statistics for random players.
Yeah, just keep your eye on him.
Randomly bringing up Davis Mills stats.
Yeah,
to create a quarterback competition.
See what Jared Patterson's up to.
Yeah. Ray Lewis is the greatest number 52 in NFL history. Ray Lewis also might be the voice of football. Yes, there's been a lot of times where he has been just saying unintelligible things, essentially speaking in tongues, but he does it with such energy, with such gusto, that I have a great deal of respect for him as someone who tries to do the same thing. Anyway, for anyone who played Madden 13, Ray Lewis gives you this speech every single time you launch that game up.
I've always been told that I'm too small. I'm not big enough. I'm not fast enough. I don't have what it takes. To be the best and stay there, sweat is necessary. Walter and Jerry had their heels, never being comfortable with just good enough. It's right now, never! It's right now, never! I prepare so no one can take what is mine. No one can replace my mind, my heart. Bombarded, inspired me. And now our biggest prize bears his name. I'm older. Of course I'm older. That's the beauty of it. 16 years plus. A different level of wisdom, different level of understanding, different level of punishment. I want to live long after my records are fallen, long after my rings are tarnished. And whatever you got to do to make sure you chase your legacy every second of your life. Will you be remembered? How would you be remembered? Why wouldn't you fight for the greatest achievement ever? Leave your mark.
Damn, dude. I'm motivated to burn a white suit hearing that.
I am motivated, though. I might listen to that before college football comes out.
Honestly, I should set this as my alarm for the rest of the week so that I actually wake up on time. Because Ray Lewis telling me to wake up.
Yeah.
You could get me to wake up.
You're wiser now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that he broke the Madden curse because they won the Super Bowl that year. The 12-13 season, the Ravens won.
Yeah, they won that year.
So,
wow. I in my head, because it's 13, I thought it was after they won. That's why they put them on the cover. But yeah, you're right. If it was Madden 13, it came out before the 12-13 season.
So,
hats off to him.
Seriously, a tip of the hat. By the way, Ray Lewis allows us to segue into talking about something really sad that happened yesterday. Jacoby Jones passed away at the age of 40. For those who don't know, he played for the Houston Texans. Seeing the reaction from a lot of his ex-teammates, J.J. Watt, Arian Foster, Matt Schaub, Dwayne Brown, among many others, I think really shows you what a guy he was. I got to interview him once. Such a fun, goofy person. And it is an absolute shame that he passed away so young. We actually do have a Ray Lewis, Jacoby Jones connection. And this is maybe one of my favorite Ray Lewis, I don't know what the hell he's talking about moments. but Ray Lewis believes that in the Super Bowl that the Baltimore Ravens beat the San Francisco 49ers, where Jacoby Jones had a record 109-yard kick return touchdown, that he is the reason that Jones scored that touchdown. Here is Ray Lewis rambling.
God tells me to go put my hands on Jacoby Jones. Come on. It's something about faith. But more importantly, it's something about receiving it and then applying it. I walked over to him and I told him, I'm just doing what God told me. And that's put my hands on him. And I put my hands on his chest. And I touched his chest. And I went to the sideline and everybody else didn't know. But I knew something magical was about to happen.
So Ray Lewis would probably credit himself for the Jacoby Jones kick return for a touchdown in that Super Bowl. I imagine Jacoby Jones is probably thinking to himself, after seeing this video by Ray Lewis, like, what the effing F is he talking about?
I don't know. If you share a locker room with Ray Lewis for an entire year, I'm sure you're like, yeah, I'm sure that's what Ray Lewis thinks happened.
Man, imagine being his teammate. And it's also someone like Jacoby Jones who was goofy, was goofy by nature. Like, I imagine trying not to laugh while Ray Lewis comes over to you, who's touching you on the chest.
That would be the biggest. That would be the hardest thing for it. It might be harder for me not to laugh in the locker room if I'm on the Baltimore Ravens. It might be harder for me not to laugh at Ray Lewis than it would be for me to make the Baltimore Ravens. Like, it's like, to be good enough to actually be in the NFL, it might be easier than to not crack a smile when he's talking about laying hands on people and God transferring, I don't know, touchdown juice to someone else.
He is scary, so that might help you keep the laughter in. But yeah, you might feel like Private Pile at the beginning of Full Metal Jacket with the sergeant that's in his face and he cracks up a couple of times at first. You would probably be like that a couple of times with Ray Lewis in the locker room. Anyway, I did want to remember Jacoby Jones. This is the kick return for a touchdown that he had in the Super Bowl, where at the moment it looked like the Ravens were going to run away with it. This put Baltimore up big in that game.
Jim Harbaugh, that is. And this could be a run back from 9 deep for Jacoby Jones. And look at him go. Jones is past the 50, and he is flying inside the 20, and a kickoff return, 109 yards and a touchdown, an all-time record.
I'm glad that Jacoby got that moment, and he also had that big touchdown for the Ravens to send it to overtime against the Broncos in that 2-overtime game classic in the divisional round of the playoffs. Because, look, selfishly, we were all mad at Jacoby Jones when he muffed that punt against the Baltimore Ravens the year before the 2011-2012 playoffs. But I'm happy that he got to have that moment, 2 games where you could argue he was the difference against Denver and in that Super Bowl. And just for one for the road for Jacoby Jones to remember him, here is a Gus Johnson call of one of his touchdowns that he had with the Houston Texans.
22-6. Leckler punts it away. Wow! He just drilled this one all the way to the 5. Jacoby Jones. Jacoby Jones! One man to beat! Jacoby Jones! Touchdown, Houston!
There we go.
95 big one.
Jacoby Jones, 40 years old. Rest in peace. Real fun person.